Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is I Am Batman #2, written by John Ridley. For those who've watched my videos, you know I'm a big John Ridley fan. I think he's a brilliant writer, a brilliant creator in everything he does, comics, films, television. So obviously, written by John Ridley. Steven Segovia is the artist, Rex Locus is the letters, and Troy Peteri is, Rex Locus is the colorist, I believe, and Troy Peteri is the letter. So I Am Batman. This focuses on Jace Fox, who will become the next Batman, or a Batman. We saw him debut in Future State. Future State is the fascist, neo-fascist, whatever you want to call it, Gotham of the future, where the magistrate controls the policing and masks are banned. Batman is supposedly dead at that point, and Bruce Wayne Batman is dead. Jace has taken over and is running around as Batman and jacking people up. This is his origin. So there was a previous volume called Second Son, The Next Batman, something like that. That was kind of like the intro to Jace. Like, why did he change his name? Why did he kind of go and take off? Like, what's the deal with him? We learned about his character. He accidentally killed a guy when he was young. His parents used their money to make that all go away. He's a child of privilege. And he wants to do good. He actually wants to change. He's realized that he's a child of privilege. He realizes that he had this opportunity, and he's attempting to grow as a person, while at the same time having this, history about him. And I think that's what's really interesting about the series, is that this is really not a one-off series. You should read that previous volume. Going into this, the second kind of act of his story, we learn more about him and get to see him grow as a person. And I think that's where Ridley's writing is brilliant. And if you aren't into a narrative that is over many, many issues, maybe many, many series, you're not going to enjoy this. You're not going to enjoy what John Ridley's doing. But if you're the person that wants to go and start reading a character today and then see a different character that's grown a year from now, this is the type of story that you're going to like. And we can see it here. We can, we saw it the previous issue as well. Like this, he's stepping into his role as Batman. He is doing things differently than Bruce Wayne would, and we get to see how he's doing that. Like this is a much more grounded, close combat, physical version. The theatrics aren't quite there. His versions of theatrics is riding his motorcycle in and jumping off of it and beating the crap out of bad guys. That's about as far as theatrics as he's going. He covers his face and pulls his mask off when he needs to show that this is a different Batman. He is using his skin color as intimidation factor and to show that this, he's not the Batman won't kill. He's using that to an advantage, which I think is really interesting because we've only seen him masked this entire time. This is the first time he's unmasked in a way to show off his skin color, and I think that's a really interesting thing that I think will be fascinating to explore further. What's also interesting in this character, in this issue, is that it explores privilege in some way, and kind of goes back to Jace's legal issues in a different way with a kid who has been radicalized. It is not too far to say that Ridley is dancing around Kyle Rittenhouse in this issue and exploring that shit show that has been occurring. And doing it really intelligently. He's talking and doing it, I think, also in a really interesting way. It's not just about a kid who has committed a crime, in this case, killing someone. This is about a kid who's been radicalized, and really kind of seems to want to explore that he's guilty of the crime, but let's talk about how he got there. I think that's a worthy thing to discuss. And reading the entire time, I have Rittenhouse in the back of my house, back of my head. Like it's kind of hard to not think of that while reading this. So Ridley has no problem dancing around social and political issues, latest news, any of that. He's gonna put it in his comics and explore it, and I think it's all the stronger for it. The art continues to be, I think, absolutely fantastic. Here it stylistically, it's different than normal Batman comics. You might see a 2-page spread of Batman flying in through, some theatrical way. Like here we get the 1 page of him coming in. Like we're not talking smoke bombs. You can just see right here. He dives in and starts punching. It's a very different Batman visually, and I think that's kind of really cool to see. Like, you know, he goes and dodges the knife and doesn't disarm the guy, stabs the dude in the leg. And I think that overall that's why I'm really liking this. I'm liking what Ridley's doing, is that he is giving us growth of a character. He's setting a different tone for this version of Batman. He's defining his Batman, and we're going along with that definition. We're seeing how Jace is going to differentiate himself from Bruce. Overall, I'm loving this series. I'm still thinking it's absolutely fantastic, and you know, can't wait to check out the next issue. Out in shops now, you can go get it. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links. There'll be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you for that. Just watch our videos, support us, so thank you a ton. If you're into comics, if you're into DC Comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.